The other day I shared with you a video. It was really about my views about why I didn't think it was a good idea to take sides when a couple is breaking up, and why I thought it was more harmful than good. Well, if you think about it, and I'm going to expand upon that a bit more now. If you think about it, when you've been in a relationship with anyone, it's only you and the other person who knows exactly what's gone on. Sure, someone might know bits about what's gone on, but really, it's only you and that other person who knows exactly everything that's gone on in your relationship. And that's how it should be, because it's your relationship, not theirs. And in any relationship, you need a degree of intimacy. In order to have intimacy, you need some privacy. If you don't have intimacy and privacy, you're not going to have trust. And if you can't have that trust or don't have that trust, your relationship doesn't develop and grow and thrive as it should be, or as you might want it to do. So the question I might want to ask you is this. The question I want you to think about really is, when you're thinking of taking sides in any relationship that's broken down or where two people aren't getting on, what I want you to ask yourself is, what are you trying to achieve? What do you want to achieve? Well, if you want to be supportive to that person, that's great. Offer them support. If you want to be a listening ear, be that listening ear. But don't go beyond that, because when you go beyond that, when you start heaping blame on that person, when you start demonizing that person, then you do far more harm than good. And let me give you an example that will illustrate that a bit better. Let's say you're a parent of a young woman, and your daughter tells you that they've been seeing a man or being involved with a man that's manhandled them, that's been a bit rough with them. Obviously, that's upsetting for you as a parent, and you want to go give that person a piece of your mind or do worse than that. But you tell your daughter to have nothing more to do with that person. And she listens to you, takes your advice. Then sometime down the road, she comes to you and she says to you she's upset. And those instances where she told you that he manhandled her, that it wasn't just like, there wasn't just like that, there was more to the story. And now she wants to get back with that person, she's heartbroken, and she's blaming you for the separation. How do you feel? Do you think you've really helped her? Have you helped her to make sound decisions? Well, no, you haven't really, have you? But you haven't been able to, because you've been too subjective. You haven't been able to stand back and be balanced and objective about it. And that's what happens when you make decisions, when you get in too easily and you add fuel to the fire. There are whole families that are feuding, that don't talk with each other anymore because of things like that. If you think about it, that's how wars are started. Someone said something, other people believe them, and then they don't like the other person, they don't like that country, and that country doesn't like them. And that's how it goes on. War and hatred. I think in this world, there's too much war, there's too much conflict, there's too much hatred. And there's not enough understanding, and there's not enough love. I think you can play your part in making the world a better place. And to do so, the first thing you need to do is to be a bit more balanced. Don't jump in with your feet and fan that fire. Step back and think about it and ask yourself that question. How do you want to help? What is it you want to do?